Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are unfamiliar, my name is Meg and I'm very excited to be here. Today we are doing this fun and cute and festive eye look using the Colourpop and RawBeautyKristi palette. I was so excited to use this. I got it a couple days ago, but I wanted to wait to do a look with it on camera. I think this is just the cutest stinking look ever. I really love these little holly leaves, except they look like little bats from far away. I'm not necessarily an artist, a painter. This is a very simple, easy, little cute moment that I think that you could recreate at home if you have water activated paints, and even if you don't, you can use liners for this. Very cute, very easy. We did this little half cut crease moment using those shadows, and yeah, I just love this. I want to wear it every day of my life. Before we get into this video, a couple of housekeeping things. If you are not already, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so that you and I can be pals. Ring the little notification bell so you know exactly when I upload a new video. While you're at it, if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram. I post stories about what I'm filming and videos of my cat and other crap. And I'm going to quit rambling and let's just get in this video. All right, let's just address the elephant in the room really fast. Yes, I picked up my face. Yes, I had 2 pimples. Please don't ask me about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't have any self-control. Look what I got. Hi. She's so cute. Okay, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I just know that I want to do something fun and festive. I do know I'm going to be using the RawBeautyKristi and Colourpop at Forest Sight palette. I'm super excited about that. And I want to do something like cute right here, like some freckle-like things, like a very a la Pompberry. If you are familiar with her, I'll put a picture of her here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. I mean, can you even? Ugh. I know for sure I want to use another green. I want to use this one and definitely this one and probably a little bit of this one and maybe this one. I don't know. I think I definitely want to do like a green and gold, even though I just did a green look, but this is going to be more elevated. So I already have my brows on. I don't have my base on because I'm going to show you what I'm using for my base. So I am going to prep my eyes as per usual with the same thing that I always do, and that's my soft ochre paint pot from MAC. I use this with everything, so I mean, I know it works for me. I really want to try the KVD Beauty Shake It like primer. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. It's liquid and it's black, and you shake it up like this and you press a little button and it disperses it. I don't know. It's so fascinating to me. I typically like a primer that's going to block out any of the redness and veins on my eyelid, but everybody's been using it, so I feel like I need to use it too. No, I really want to try it. First, I'm going to go in with the shade Chanterelle, which is this beautiful mustardy yellow shade. I love colors like this. I'm pretty sure, whoa, that is pigment. Tap off the excess. I love colors like this. It's in my color palette. I think I've said it 100 times here already, but when you love something, you love something, you know? I feel like I should bring you a little bit closer. I brought you a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to take that shade Chanterelle on a M441 brush, and I think I want to do a cut crease maybe. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to pop this right on the outer portion of my, wow. I'm going to pop it right on the outer portion of my lid and then blend it into my crease. I'm not bringing it all the way through. I'm kind of keeping it a little elevated and above my actual crease, because I'm going to be cutting it, so it doesn't really matter what's in here. It just matters what's down here. So I'm just pressing that on my lid and blending it upwards. Then with a Morphe M513, I'm going to take the shade Fiddlehead, and I'm going to pop into that guy, tap off the excess, and I'm gonna press that right along my lash line and blend it up into Chanterelle, and that's gonna make this really lovely, like foresty green. And then I'm gonna blend that up into my crease right on top of Chanterelle. Then I'm going to take Emerald City, which is more of that like blue green. It's like a deep teal. And I'm gonna take that same M513 brush, M513, M513, whatever, and pack that on my lid at my lash line and blend it up into all this to deepen it. There's a little bit of fallout with this guy, but that's totally okay. I'm focusing this more on the lid than I am into the crease. I'm gonna use the same brush that I used Chanterelle on and go in and blend all of that together, because there's a little bit of color left on that. It's gonna marry everything together. And then just build up that intensity. So I'm going to cut my crease. I'm going to take my e.l.f. Camo Concealer and just put a little on my hand. I'm not going to do a full cut crease because I have hooded eyelids, and when I do a full cut crease, it doesn't look good on me. So that's fine. I like a half cut crease where it's really bright in the front and then everything is blended together. I'm going to take this Morphe M224 brush, which is just a flat shader brush, or flat, whatever. It's a flat brush. I'm going to take a little bit of the concealer. I'm going to press it on my eyelid and look up, and it's going to tell me exactly where I need to put this concealer, and then I'm just going to carve out the shape that I want. And I'm not going all the way across my lid. I'm just carving out the very front of this. I want to be able to see it when I look forward because I have hooded eyes. So you might have to cheat a little bit if you have eyes like mine. If not, awesome. So I'm going to bring this a tiny bit above. Don't do a cut crease if you have somewhere to be. I got nowhere to be but here. Then I'm just going to blend out the concealer with my finger right into those greens. And we're going to go back in and blend all that together. I'm going to take this e.l.f. and J Kissa brush and go back in with Fiddlehead and blend that right on top of that concealer. Just so that there's no distinction between the part that's cut and the part that's not cut. See, that starts to bring it all together. It's a severe look, but I don't think I've done a severe look on here yet, so I think this is good for me. And then I'm going to take a Morphe M433 brush, which is a little bit more dense, and go into Emerald City. I'm not going to bring that all the way onto where the concealer is. I'm just going to re-intensify the outer portion of my eye and keep it close to my lash line. Before I go in with the gold, I'm going to take a little flat denser brush and go into I'm going to go into Evergreen, which is that duochrome shifty, really beautiful shade here. And I'm going to pop that right on the center of my lid. Oh, that's really pretty. I really love that. I'm going to take a flat brush so it's a little bit more intense. Okay, then I'm going to take West Coast. I'm going to spray it with a little bit of setting spray. And that's going to go right. Oh, that looks like Christmas. That is, oh my God. Honestly, if RawBeautyKristi came out with a freaking eyeshadow palette that was inside of a boot, I would still put it on my face. She's truly and honestly, I really feel like one of the most genuine people on the internet, and I would literally buy anything. If she was selling trash, I'd buy it. I'm gonna put a wing on real fast and I'll be right back. Pop my lashes on. I'm wearing the Style Tool from Kiss. They're my favorite lashes in the world. Rumor has it that they're going around on TikTok, which is great for everybody that is looking to try a lash, but devastating for me because they're my favorite in the world. And if I'm never able to find them, I'm gonna freak out. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and prime my face with the Smashbox Oil and Shine Control Primer just to eliminate any shine that I might have, because I did work today. Then I'm going to go in with my tried and true, my favorite foundation. That's the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. I am in the shade N4. I am, however, going to mix a teeny little bit of the Milani 2-in-1 foundation in, what shade did I have again? Creamy Nude, just to deepen it up a tiny little bit, because N4 is just like a hair too pink, and that Milani foundation is like a hair too dark, but together, I find they make the most incredible full coverage concoction. And I wore it on Thanksgiving, and my makeup stayed on from, oh my gosh, like 9 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock at night. And this is one of my favorite foundation brushes. This is the Urban Decay Optical, what is this? Optical blurring brush. This is just like a beauty blender on, like as a brush. It just seamlessly blends your foundation in. And it's not that expensive either. I don't know how much it is off the top of my head. But this, I've had this brush for a while, and it withstands cleaning really well. It holds up really nicely. So, I mean, I have other foundation brushes that I use. But this is definitely one that I grab most if I'm not using a sponge, which I don't really love to use a sponge with my Studio Fix foundation. I like the way that Studio Fix sits on the skin when you use a brush. I feel like you really get the most integrity out of the product. Then I'm going to take my Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer. This is the shade 1N, N1, 1N. I love this concealer. It is definitely my absolute favorite right now. And you don't need a ton of this. I'm not doing like these big giant triangles under my eye. I don't need that kind of coverage right now. Blessed be. And I'm taking that with an Anastasia A30 brush, which if you do not own, please go out and purchase this, because look at how it just blends that foundation or that concealer into my skin flawlessly. This brush was made, I think, for the foundation. However, I have a round face, like a larger face, so it takes me a little bit longer to use this all over. But for concealer, it just hugs the under eye perfectly, blends everything out. Oh, stunning. I'm going to set my face with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I am going to be using the puff. The puff really does make a difference, honestly. It just melts the powder into your skin, and I'm just pressing that on my under eye. And then whatever is left, I'm just pouncing that on my face. Then I'm going to just bronze my cheeks up a little bit. I'm going to use the MAC, what is this? What are you? Studio Fix Sculpt and Shade Contour Palette. I mix the two shades at the bottom together, which are Taupe and Sculpt, I think. Just to warm up my cheeks a little bit and around my face. So I'm going to just set my face first, because I am going to be using water activated paint, so I just want to make sure everything is locked in before I go ahead and do anything else. Then we're going to really get funky with it. We're going to really get funky. I really want this to be very blushy. Like, I really want a very pink, rosy area here. I really want to go heavy on the blush. And I think I want to do like little white freckles like snow. And maybe some holly leaves or something. Okay, I'm going to start with MAC's Dainty, which is a mineralized blush. It's very pink. And I'm going to start packing that on my nose. And you really want to pack that blush on there. These MAC blushes are mineralized, so they're a little bit softer. And I'm going underneath my nose. Oh my God, I look like a little elf. And then a little on my forehead. Not a ton up here, just a little rosiness. Oh my gosh, stop. Okay, then I'm gonna take the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek in Flexetarian. And I'm gonna go in with that same blush brush and start pouncing that right on top of the blush, because I want this to be very shiny, especially on the tip of my nose. I'm gonna go with my finger on there. A little Flexetarian down the bridge of my nose. I'm gonna press it right on the apples of my cheeks. I'm going to first start with the white, and I'm just gonna take this little Morphe M52-0 brush, and I'm gonna take the ABH, the ABH cake liners, and I'm going to take some water. I have some in a little spritz bottle right here. Dip my little brush in. I'm gonna load it up with some of that paint. And then I'm just gonna go in and do various sizes of dots to give the illusion it's like little snow freckles. Then I'm gonna take my Mayron, these are the Paradise paints, like these, and I'm going to use this green, where are you? This green shade here to make my little holly leaves. So I'm just going to start drawing the holly leaves. They're sort of just like little U shapes connected to one another. It's gonna be hard to talk through this while I do it, so I'm just gonna try my best to show you what I'm doing. Do another one on the other side. And then I'm going to go into the red here, spray that with a little bit of water, and do the little holly berries. I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go back into that RawBeautyKristi palette, and on just a little flat brush, I'm going to go into Evergreen, and I'm going to pack that on top of those little leaves. So they're shiny and they have character. Okay, I'm going to throw on a red lip and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I just threw on a little bit of NARS, what is this? Power Matte Pigment Liquid Lip in the shade Starwoman. In my opinion, it's like the perfect red, the perfect holiday red. Go out and buy it. It's so great. And yeah, that is, look, are we kidding with these little freaking holly leaves? If you had a chance to get this palette, I think this is also a really wearable look. I mean, obviously you can tone it down a little bit, but I think that this green and this gold combination is a very pretty everyday look. And I just added these little holly leaves and freckles to make it extra festive. This, honestly, like, I've used Colourpop shadows. I know how they work. I love them. I love RawBeautyKristi. I love everything about this palette, these colors. I thought her Pure palette was really great. This is really great. It's been a very exciting year for her, and that's very cool. I hope you enjoyed this look. It is a little bit of a longer video, but if you've made it this far, I appreciate you sticking around. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave so that you and I can be pals, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family if you enjoyed it. Please let me know down below what kind of videos you would like to see. If you like creative looks like this, let me know down below and I would love to make more of them. And yeah, that's all I got for you. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!